Hey guys, Zach. Okay, actually, click it. Hey guys, Zach Logo here, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2 Bit by Despair. We are continuing where we left off, going into the second half of the class trial. I'm just going to have this because nobody cares about this. I don't care about that. Class trial.
What a
And let's save my progress. Reopen. There we go.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't...
Okay, now let's continue this. I still don't know who the killer is, but hopefully I figure out at some point so I don't frick up. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
man. This again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Wait a minute. Yoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
What if the killer went to the music venue with the booty to either like kill a booty or gave her to hang herself, and Yoko just walked in because she wanted to use like the full-length body mirror, the entire kimono, so the killer was like, "Ah, frick, gotta kill you now," and then killed her and got her also. What if that's what it was?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
When Yoko went to the music venue, that's the key to all this. I need to find out, no matter the cost. Well, I already know what it is, it's Sonya's account. We saw that earlier. 7! What? It's none of these!
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
She went of her own free will.
I agree with
I'm a
that.
little worried to say the 7, but pretty well. Okay, throw the iPad, that's what it is.
It's just as Sonya said.
She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't lose. Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
I'm assuming it's gonna be Sonya's account that he used, right? Right? Yep. There it is.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Yeah.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words!
That was the wrong one. That was the freaking 3 stages.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Oh no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is... it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
First time from the beginning, I'm pretty sure very, very close. Pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Because then there would be more footprints on the stepladder itself, but there were none. No footprints. There was only a little bit of blood inside, which I think was from when Yoko got killed.
This is strange? Well, what's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. The footprints. It's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Because Nagito said if she had blood on her feet, she would have footprints. And why weren't there any footprints on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this!
Exactly.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? They're obviously leading up to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. I think somebody should do that.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb
Something
it.
else could have done that.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trickery in that video.
But
I think I'm getting really, really close to figuring out who the killer is.
Since he's the only one who saw that video.
I think we're like a little bit away from figuring out who the killer is. This is what I thought. It comes down to that. Especially finding this incident is contained in that video. Whether or not we can reach it in truth. Well,
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
there is some kind of hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. I'm the only one who can actually do it. Something good that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debate thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Stepladder?
Here!
Yeah! No blood on the side of it. That's what I said before.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video is completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, The only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
I think the place where the killer did something. What? Do you see how many slots there are on that? What? I'm just gonna start using F. It is! I. Yes. L. Is it filming? Is it? Filming location. Oh, that's what it is. Where's the C? There we go. I was freaking confused at first. There we go. I got the strategy if you know what the word is, take some of the letters, keep them there.
That's right.
Get them all
Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Where? Am I just like
The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
For sure, it's a video. Of course, that's the camera unit. Watch it die, yeah. Favorite part about this game, yeah. Hold on, I want to think about this a little bit before I start. Because I am super freaking confused right now. I am still very freaking confused. So I kind of just want to think about this a little more. Okay. Now, let's try this. Slow down! The first surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with the camera. Because they didn't actually do the monitor, they could have just taken the camera and placed it somewhere else, and then bam. He's stealing from that place. Yeah! Whoa, whoa, hey, you can't do that. You put me on the complete opposite side of that, that's freaking cool. because I had the one at the hospital. But there we go. But here we go, and but there we go. Okay, we're not that. Okay, I thought that was the next question. This has to be the next question. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video surveillance camera unit? They took it with them, right? Yeah! They increased the signal. Only person who can do that is Kazumi. So it'll just be obvious that Kazumi.
It's all coming together!
Signal.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
But where? Am I just being stupid, or is there like an obvious, or is there like...
Then
telling us
only
where it
the
is?
monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
When the court did the main monitor was split.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Exactly,
And they
that's what I
destroyed it
noticed.
and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Wait a frickin' minute. Hold on. I think I just realized something. If it couldn't have gone that far, other place for it to have been filmed at was the hospital. In fact, the conference room was on here with the black curtain. And the person that was only the person that could have filmed it, there was frickin' Mikan. Mikan's the killer. Wow. Because it was filmed in the conference room, the one with the black curtain. They make it look like that. And the only person who could have possibly filmed it, the only person who was there, was Mikan. Wow. Okay. So the game was right when they said literally anybody who commit a murder got it. Wow. That's probably the biggest twist yet. That's the case. Possibility is that place inside that building. But this has to be the freaking biggest twist I've ever seen in the Danganronpa game. Yeah, the conference room. Oh, I forgot Filter Room. Sorry, it was Conference Room. Then that also means my two favorite characters got killed off in the same chapter. So who am I going to talk as the free time now? Who are my favorite
It was
characters
filmed
who
at the
got killed off in
hospital's
same
conference
chapter?
room.
So who do I talk to now?
Huh? conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Yeah, because the curtain in the music venue wasn't originally there. And you hit the music venue. It took a step, like it took something like a curtain from like the, I guess, like the supermarket and it stood there. Something that looked like the equivalent hand in the world. I got to make that clear what that was. The curtain. This is the curtain. No specification between curtain. That's what it is.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
That's like the fifth time, sixth time.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it!
If it's turned there, it would look like the conference room.
What the killer did
That's
was...
actually pretty crazy. So that means after we really checked in with Mikan, we went back to the hotel lobby. Mikan went to the conference room and filmed this video. That means beforehand, she tried to get Ibuki killed, went in, put Yoko and Ibuki guys all set up, and then went right to our freaking room. I'm like, oh yeah, I just woke up, I just wanted to like try and like wake you up and not do like that. And then like wake you up, like I fell asleep after I was tired from killing two people.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid!
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the
That would
floor.
make sense if Mikan being the killer, but technically it seems that the despair disease makes the person that gets the disease like the opposite of what they were. So Mikan could be normal, like never kill anybody, get the despair disease and turn into a psychopath. That's what could have happened. And she could have easily caught it because she was constantly treating psychopaths.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
You know the sword doesn't make that was that. Rope. No, it isn't. We're talking the ladder. The candle.
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I think I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but the other way around.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No!
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
They must have the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere, and the fake must have been
I see!
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. In that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set that trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video... There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
This is 100% easily the freaking biggest twist I have ever seen in so far in these Danganronpa games. Jesus Christ. If you tell me when I first play this game that Mikan is going to kill 2 people, I would be like, oh, no, you're freaking stupid. She's not going to kill anybody. She, in fact, might get killed. That's what I should know already. I should have already known who the killer is. Even Hajime like, God damn it, why did that be you? Okay, yeah, let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
You're the only one!
Yep.
Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
I bet you everybody else in this game is like, what the frick did you just say? You're saying Mikan? You saying this frickin' chick over here is the killer? Everybody else is like, are you, Hajime, you okay? Do you think she's the killer?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
The killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
The despair disease changes this whole logic. It doesn't matter if you're not likely to kill somebody. The despair disease will make you likely to kill somebody. That's the whole point of it.
We're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Exactly. Okay. I'm gonna go take a rest.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, The others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
That backs up what Akane said on how there was a missing hospital gown. Mikon put that gown with the pen to be Ruby.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yes, I do.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on her. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something? Yes, that's the whole point of the despair disease. To make somebody who doesn't kill anybody, doesn't seem that they could kill anybody, kill somebody. That's the whole point of the despair disease. That's why it's the motive. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, you're literally exactly correct. No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I had this much doubt about someone, I'd spend so much time with it.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial, but I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
Decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope.
It's because Mikon tried to actually kill Ibuki. He was originally going to strangle Ibuki with the rope itself, and then make a noose, and then hang Ibuki. That's what it is.
And the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too, just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
I think those words contain decisive clue. Is that really true? I thought we were done. I thought it was like, we found the killer. Execution time. We should have before starts.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
So I
That's
just do
basically
this?
the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed
What
it
do
was
I
from a hanging.
do? Wait a minute.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
There? Yes.
That must be it.
I was so confused. What?
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie,
Oh.
wasn't it, Mikan?
Wow! Yes, Mikan could easily lie about that. If she is the killer, she could lie and be like, yeah, she definitely hanged herself. I saw on my autopsy, yeah, definitely has evidence right there. And hanged herself, right there. She could easily lie. She could easily just, like, lie. And also, that lie being matched up. She even said she can't do the autopsy. I was gonna say she can't do the autopsy because the cause of death, the time of death, not
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
Not all along. I bet you she got to the spirit disease and all of a sudden it was like, I want to kill some people. And it just kind of like brought them over to the music venue.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
I can forgive the other two. The other two are fine, but this one, no way.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
She is. The game even gave me like a good job. You got the killer right. and now I'm freaking sitting here and nobody believes me.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault.
And now this is when she just freaking snaps. This is when everybody snaps.
Everyone always treats me like that.
I'm just gonna say, if Mikan was secretly like this really creepy, then she's just even a cooler character. I'm just saying.
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mika!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? You'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is
Honestly, I think Mikan is going from this nice normal person to freaking freak.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit?
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
That's a good question.
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
And who is it?
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
I got you, man. I got you freaking everything here.
So, I'm going to read this to you once again.
Yeah, he was just got you all wrong. You're saying everyone's fate depends on me, the one person who saw that
Why
video.
do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I didn't make up my mind. I'm the only one who can do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this.
I'm not the killer!
I have freaking 7 of these, so I'm a little
We
worried.
can't think of anybody else other than you
I'm gonna look through
who
this.
could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, okay, so I gotta go to the very end, grab the killer's mistake thing, and chuck it at one of those. That's what I gotta do. Okay, got it. I need to do the pickup thing.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body
Bag,
type
right?
under the just from that video, just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able. So please forgive.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I kinda know which one it is.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Frick! I thought that was it because it's the bag that one person could get.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly.
Is that really your? You could tell her body just from that video, just from that camera, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able. So please forgive.
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, let me try the hospital gown.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Frick, I am stumped. Ah, what do I do?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different bodies.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type under the just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make it. So please
Wait a second.
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
And I freaking missed it. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm stumped. Okay, let me try this. I'm gonna try the hospital slippers.
We can't think of
If that
anybody
doesn't
who could have
work,
filmed that.
What the hell am I supposed to
Is
do?
the handbag on?
I'm
Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that
there's no way you'd be. So please forgive.
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
We tried this.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
What is it? What in the soul? What's in the soul? It says nothing to do with it. Make it AC temperature. Turn the AC temperature and it's only hot. Surveillance camera unit. This camera unit turns on the music and it seems smashing pieces and no one works. Scrap the thick paper.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Okay. We got the motel room key, which I don't even know. Motel, yeah. And the rope used for hanging. For hanging, according to me, Con, there's no other people here for hanging. What do I do? You know what? Frick it. I'm looking up the answer. I'm looking up the answer. I don't care. I could care less. I'm gonna look up the answer. I don't know what to do. I don't want to sit here for frickin' 4 hours and figure this out. I want to get this done. Wait for a bit as I just look up the answer real quick. Be patient, don't worry, I'll find the answer eventually, just hold on. Okay, I don't know how this is the answer, but I guess I'll figure it out.
Who could have filmed that?
Okay.
Is the hemp bag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that cat, just from that thing. There's no way you'd be able to. So please,
Hajime, pay close attention.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's
mistake.
So I have to take this and shoot it at the camera angle. I don't know why.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type just from that video. Just from that camera angle.
Okay, why is this
I'll
right?
shoot through that contradiction.
Because I don't know. I personally have no damn clue.
Mikan, you have committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
What's wrong with...
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Okay, okay, so I guess that does work, but that doesn't really evidence.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
That Monokuma gives 2 to the person. He literally says, get 1, get a second one for free. That isn't true. All you're doing is digging yourself deeper into this hole.
So don't you think it's impossible?
No.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Because Monokuma said that the person who gets it gets a second one for free as like a deal.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer.
No.
So you'll forgive me, right?
No.
Taking your stubbornness this far.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Okay, third panic. Okay, we're doing this again. Probably gonna be my last. Okay, please. Okay, reload. Oh, okay. Kind of freaking reload. I thought this was. I did not like this part about it. What I'm gonna be able to do with just the left mouse button. Below the temple marker is the lower portion of the screen. Number of bullets is there's no point on. You only need one bullet to destroy one of them. When you're out of bullets, you build a display and not come around. That's a tab key to reload. Instead of blocking it, it's a tab key time to temple marker. Those are the same as the left mouse button. Temple marker is a different tab key. Number of bullets in your vision. Tying the wrong thing tab key. Both numbers have to see the ball. So you know, you level the same as gentle and you get the okay. Frick, that's the discussion controls. What is the button again? I keep forgetting this one, even the first game. What button is it to activate, like, user time, or whatever, to make it so I can go through it easily? You know what? Frick it. I don't need it. Definitely won't need it. I can do it by myself.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
If they were not getting anywhere. You gotta do something and end this. You gotta do something so I can make it admit it. Okay. Help me out, Local. Please help me. I want to actually get done with this trial on time.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the
Hey! I was like, I got the pattern, and I was like, oh frick, I missed it.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Get back. If I won, then I won free. Get two.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize, which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mika, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Here we go. Okay. Run over. That's not it. Right? Or is that? Or is that? Bag off her head. Yes. Go over here. First off, you can wallpaper. Body. That is there. Last taco. Whoa, this is quick. This is real quick. Jesus. I'm gonna go through. Okay, so this one, go back normal. The glue on the side, right? Okay, now I need to do my recap. You know, I like to do a recap. Let me do it real quick. Because I can't do it normally, or else I'll just end. So basically, you get the transmission, and first thing is like, whoa. that's not good. So then we start running over music venues. No, that wasn't happening at the music venues, happened at the conference room. They're like, man, I did good. Conference room. We pulled up and, yeah, it's dead. And ran away, we kind of like, okay, rip it off. Ripped off this, the body, yeah, it got stuck in the ceiling. Kinda sucked. Put all that stuff in the ground. And also broke stick. So it looked like that was the hole. So then we locked the door to be glued. And we'd be like, oh, it was locked from the inside, and it was locked from the outside. We all showed up and like, oh, frick, this sucks. And that's
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap.
That's a risky plan, though. Because if you take even slightly longer than you plan to, Fuyuhiko will then see you come from the music venue. And that would have fricked up her entire plan. Like, if you took slightly longer than you planned to, Fuyuhiko will see you coming from the music venue. You're like, oh, okay, killer, right there.
After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside, and as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music video and began working on the last trick.
If like looked back when he was running, he would have then also seen Nikon walking the music venue. That would have also been her.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
What a frickin' class trial. I'm just gonna say that now. What a class trial. Not only is this probably the biggest twist I've seen in these Danganronpa games, but this was also the most difficult freaking class trial I've done yet. I didn't even know what the hell was going on at the beginning.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
100, 100, 100, 95, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 91, 88, 96, 100, 100, 41. Look at part 15. I didn't even get an A! I didn't even get an A! Look at how bad I did in part 15. That's the frickin' one I had to look up. I got 41 of 100. That was why I didn't get no A.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong
Who the frick do I talk to during free time now? Because my 2 favorite characters got eliminated in the same chapter. So, I don't know what to do.
Let's go!
He won from a vote. I think we all know who's going to be voted out. And there we go. It's over.
Well now.
I don't know if it may be obvious at this point.
Correct!
Got it right. Once again, that is 3 times in a row. It's a 3-peat. Right there. That's a dynasty right there. That's right, the true idea of the horrifying blackening who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumi.
Damn it.
Gotta be freaking kidding me. You're saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive
What's wrong
you.
with you, Mikon? Did you lie to us all along? We planned to kill them from the start while you were nursing them.
Hey!
Just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey, hey!
This is nothing like Pecco. She's actually mental.
That's obvious.
She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably caught the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
what?
Mikon too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikon for so long, and she was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? If only we would have just checked everybody's forehead all the time. Like, just, it'd be like, hey Mikon, before you go nurse, I'm going to check your forehead to make sure you're okay. And then we could have been like, oh, it's warm, okay, you have the freaking disease. Go to the room. Then that means she was...
what?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Are you kidding me? It's when I said really hot, that's because she had a fever. Are you kidding me? That's what that meant. Wow. You could have freaking found that out way before. Wait, Mikon felt really hot at that time. If I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Because of that disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name, despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means that Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected with... But that doesn't make sense. Because Monokuma even said, once the bodies are dead, there's no purpose for the despair disease, and that he cured everybody. So did he just, like, cure Nagito and Akane disease? But it was like, let's keep it on Mikon for the time being. Let's just have her still have it.
Isn't that right?
Because then this trial would be completely different if Monokuma cured her of the disease. The human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Oh no, that is Junko and whoever the hell the other despair. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair. It's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Okay, so the story just keeps going. You're just adding up more freaking backstory now? Like, okay, can you please elaborate? You can't just throw a bunch of freaking random backstory at me and not elaborate.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Your world is so alive. Save me so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Okay, we didn't hate you.
They forgave my
Okay,
existence.
we also
They
did
forgave
that.
me and accepted.
Okay, we also
They
did
gave
that.
me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
It's like, they didn't hate me, and Hajime's like, we didn't either. They actually care about what we also care about you. They gave me that we also gave you. Hajime's like, oh, Mikan, you're all over the place here. Next time that I've done something unforgivable, transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about. I'm not sure about that.
Hey.
I don't think that's what love is. I don't think you understand what love is. I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
If I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. Feeling of freedom, I can no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil. I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how
it's like nothing matters. I
amazing.
could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were caring about?
This
Talking
is...
about? It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You're half right. It's right to say this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Yeah, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. This means you've had the remembering disease?
But...
Oh, so the disease didn't make her a psychopath. She was, that is something crazy to think about. Think about it this way. The disease didn't make Mikan a psychopath. They made her remember her beloved, which means Mikan beforehand was already a psychopath. She was already this crazy and just hid it the whole time. Wow. I honestly think that just makes her even a cooler character. I like characters that seem one way, but then all of a sudden turn freaking crazy. That's cool. And turn like really creepy. That's a cool character right there. This means you remember something and ended up like this.
Such
Are you saying you were
despair.
like this from the start? That's before you even came to this island? Get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today in human relationships. But it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. And that's the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the frick are you talking about? Are you saying this Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered. No way I can believe that. The way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me. And the proof I remember will tell you all something nice. About the world under organization that you were in. Please keep talking. Keep talking right now. We need to know about this.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered. That's all. I knew about it all along. Well, that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also an organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future. That doesn't help! I thought you were gonna say, like, I know who's behind World Ender, not gonna be like, yes, tell us. You don't remember. Right, that's symbol on the board. That's right. It's definitely what the future. Okay, this is actually helpful.
Hey,
This way is the future summary. What are they planning? Games of Test Organization. Future Foundation is trying to the world. Quite simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
Heck, it is a comic book, you know? I suppose they're planning to end the world, the Future Foundation. But it's this island. Is that right? Huh? I knew it! Monomi and Monokuma are both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own.
hey,
No, Mikami, you remember. You already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. What's wrong with that? Tell us, please. Yes, we do. Please tell us. No. Who cares about that?
Of course not!
Hell no. You know about that?
Oh?
Huh? Feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart that I don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Con, is this really you? I won't believe it. How I can believe it. You've been like this all along? But that's true. Who's the person we've been spending time with up till now? The past. Past? That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. I guess I consider that thing a friend.
Oh?
It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but my present self. That's...
Well?
Well, that applies to you as well. Memories of people. Memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories is the shadows of our past, don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it all leads back to that story. The story about our stolen school lives.
Hey,
It's true all along, and memories were taken away.
damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Why don't you just take some time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Man, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Tsumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Imagine if you think about it. Imagine if Mikan doesn't even know her beloved is. She's just like, I know I have one. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with this instinct. I don't know if I even have one. I don't know who they are. Wow. Okay. Still, this is a surprise. I think Mikan's a cool character now. Nice and normal, and just really creepy and weird. Mikan has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Okay. Even when she's getting executed, she has the resting, upset face. Bye-bye, ouchies. Okay, what's happening here? What is happening here? I thought you were just gonna, like, stab her with, like, some kind of, like, disease, and then, like, bam, she dies? But what the hell is going on? First off, that was a freaking terrible punishment. That wasn't even related to Mikan's talent. Besides the giant syringe being stabbed, that was not even related to her talent. It's like, let's see, the ultimate nurse. Let's see, what should we do? It's like we could, like, you know, give her like some really bad disease that she dies from. We can have like a failed surgery or something like that. Nah, let's launch her to space. Yeah, definitely. That launching the person to space. That's the ultimate nurse right there. Being launched into space. That relates to their talent. That relates to her talent. Isn't that good for punishment? Like you really failed the punishment. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Yoko's son, Onji, was Mikan Sumiki. She's been executed. She committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Is that Mikan from earlier? Is that a true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But
Even in her words were influenced by the despair disease. If the disease turned her into that, she lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Now let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
It's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. She vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. It's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would been so much easier if she was just the traitor too.
Wrong!
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come
The traitor is
on!
still alive, as proof. See how fine Mommy looks right now? Not fine at all. If the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that mean, you fiend? You did say that you're different than Mommy.
Phew!
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. Drama just kept going on and on. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Right eye is made out of a black bean?
Hey!
You don't have the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it be boring? In order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the first island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all. Safe? How should I say this? I knew it, and then that crazy Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome, we've started to see the light of hope. Light of hope. I'm happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I
my
thought.
friends just died, so I don't think not feel happy. Sona.
However,
However, even so, I'm still unhappy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
Yeah, I read that wrong. If you're happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they were still alive. Hey, super overlord who gives a crap. That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence, I shall crush you with dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching him.
right?
Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. What the heck, do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Got it.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so, yeah, it sucks that my two favorite characters died in this chapter. Yes, that sucks. Nekomaru's coming back, which honestly I could care less about, so it still sucks. This chapter still sucks, in my opinion. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh!
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient.
Unbelievable.
Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No
I'm not plotting
way!
anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until they finish talking. What happens because of that? I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who is that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. You can't just hit me with the happy music after what just happened. You can't just have me go through that and just be like, yeah, nice happy first island.
Alright!
Okay, let's haul. Even though our minds are completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. I don't see him. Where? We're in the world of Nekomaru.
Hey!
Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen!
Come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. Raise her voices around the area. Raise her voices again. Look around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept waiting for him, but...
Hey, hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Lead to give false info from Monaco again. That's when it happened. Her familiar voice echoes from the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice, and we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Oh, I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
What happened to him?
This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Okay, then that's an interesting way to end the chapter. The usual timer checkup. Check up on the timer, like always. Remember, say now. 9 days, 14 hours, and 34 seconds, 34 minutes, 15, 14, 13 seconds. I mean, that's it. Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Scent ends. We're officially halfway through the game, I guess. Nine surviving students remaining.
Danganronpa.
Okay, you obtain a present nurse apron. Okay, so what? While she got launched into space, her apron fell down. Like, oh, okay, I'll just hold on to that. Would you save your progress? Yes, I would like to save my progress. So, I'm going to leave this episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair here. That was an interesting class trial. I'm not happy with how it turned out, because still, two of my favorite characters got killed in this chapter. And I'm not happy that one of them was the killer, because I was like, that kind of sucks. So, overall, I wasn't really too happy about this chapter. Right now, I guess Chiaki's the only character I actually like that's still alive. Even she could die in the next 3. Who knows? So, yeah, I'm already not liking how this is going. But, anyways, this was also probably the biggest twist I've seen in these Danganronpa trials. Easily has to be the biggest twist. Well, anyways, in the next episode of this, we will jump into Chapter 4 and see how that will go. Well, anyways, I'm going to leave this episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair here. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you guys like this video. If you guys have been enjoying my videos lately, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Keep in mind, it's totally free. You can unsubscribe at any time, and it'll help me get to 100 subscribers as soon as possible. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode.